What's up guys, and welcome back to our TNA series in TEW 2016. We are on episode number something, and we're just going to jump straight into our show. Last time out we had our last big show, the Terry Funk Memorial, in front of a sellout crowd in Amarillo, Texas. Monty Brown won the tournament. Rey Mysterio won his match. AJ Styles, BG James, and Steve Austin defeated the Icons. And Samoa Joe defeated the Park. A bunch of pre-show matches happened. So now we're going to just jump into this episode of Impact. We're in the Louisiana, in the Prafer Coliseum. So we open our show with Monty Brown coming out. He comes out with a trophy, which is very cool. He's that bloody air freshener, man. It's so loud, and it only seems to go off when I record. You know, I never hear it during the day, but whenever I press the record button, bloody oh yeah, now it'll go off. But anyway, Monty Brown challenges Hulk Hogan with his trophy. He's standing there and he's like, "I won this, and this gives me the right to challenge you, Hogan. I'm not challenging you this month. I'm making the big challenge for the big show. This is just going to be the established rule going forward. Monty Brown challenges Hollywood Hogan at Bound for Glory." Oh yeah, the first Bound for Glory main event. Hogan, Monty Brown. Hogan then comes out with Jeff Jarrett and Francine, and Hogan goes, "No. I'll never wrestle you, Monty Brown. I'm an A-list star. I'm in movies. I was in Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain. I was in Muppets Go to Space." Was that called Muppets Go to Space, or was it Muppets from Space? I think it was Muppets from Space. Anyway, he's like boasting about how a big star he is. "I ain't gonna wrestle nobody like you." Ha 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 ha. And he goes like, "In fact, the closest you'll ever get to me is tonight. I'm challenging you to a tag team match where my boy Jeff and me, we're going to kick your ass." It's like, if you can even find a partner. Then Monty Brown's like, "I've got a partner and he whooped your butt last night." And out comes AJ Styles and everyone's like, "Yay!" The former tag team champions of AJ Styles and Monty Brown. Remember that being a thing? They beat the Outsiders. It was pretty cool. But yeah, they're going to face Hollywood Hogan and Jeff Jarrett in the main event, and this got a 76 B-, which is pretty good considering I have two homegrown stars in it. Our homegrown people are really starting to climb up the roster. Then, in about the had subpar wrestling and little heat, the Wiggly Worms defeated Helena's Hunks in 10:36, when Norman Smiley defeated Matt Striker by pinfall. As you can see, that started the storyline, but we'll get to that later. We have another segment in this sort of lower down the card storyline. I started with the Motor City Machine Guns with Diamonds in the Rough are backstage, and they jump and attack Alex Shelley. Those dastardly cads that they are. I guess a 46D. Pretty happy with that. Following that, we have Punk and Cena. They cut a promo saying that they are looking forward to defending their tag titles against AMW at TNA Sacrifice. God, I had to think what that show was called. But they're looking forward to facing them. Holy crap, that's a really good rating. But look at that, 78B for that. That's really good. So that'll be a fun match coming up. Following that, we had a little X Division match where Pete Williams defeated Elix Skipper in 9:15 by pinfall with the Canadian Destroyer. I guess a 61C. Following that, we have Samoa Joe backstage with the big JB, Jeremy Borash. Oh, JB, he's underperforming. Damn, I should have left him at the segment. I was worried Joe couldn't carry it on his own, and I think he could have. But JB is like trying to interview Samoa Joe, and he's like, "You know, the park guy broke all the bones on your stupid outfit." And just being a big old jerk, like he is. We might lose rating in this show, I think. Following that, we have Steve Corino. He's like, "Ray, you've beaten me once. You've beaten me twice, but that's not good enough. I'm still better than you, and everyone knows it. You got lucky twice. You can't get lucky 3 times. Lightning doesn't hit the same spot 3 times. And that's why, at Sacrifice, he's challenging Rey Mysterio. Because, you know something? Steve Corino, he's in a rage. He wants Ray, and he wants him in a cage. That's right, steel cage. Steve Corino, Rey Mysterio. It's gonna be pretty hype. Following that, and About that had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. The Disciples of the New Church, Abyss and the Vampire Warrior, defeated Kaz and Nova, in 11:09, when Abyss defeated Nova by pinfall. 52D+, I'm worried about this show rating. Hopefully the main event can carry it. Following that match, when we come back from the commercial break, James Mitchell is in Bret Hart's commissioner office? I still can't remember what I called him. But he, barges in and he's like demanding that his unholy warriors become the #1 contender to the tag team championships of the world. And Bret Hart is like, well, you don't just get things here, you have to earn them. So you can be the #1 contenders for the tag titles if you defeat the Wiggly Worms at Sacrifice. The Wiggly Worms versus the Disciples of the New Church, the dream match of the century. Got a 70C+ as well. Oh, thank God. Thank God for this main event. And About that had great wrestling and great heat and good wrestling. AJ Styles and Monty Brown defeated Hollywood Hogan and Jeff Jarrett in 23:36. When Monty Brown defeated Jeff Jarrett by pinfall with a pounce, AJ carried the match in terms of in-ring work. Oh my word, he really, really did. Let's end the show and see how our rating was. 71C+. Oh god, those AJ segments really carried us. I think basically if this promo had gone badly, we would have been in so much trouble. Let's continue. Mind you, I say that, I think we're at a level where that, like a D is still good for us. Or 3PW has declared war against Ring of Honor. Oh. Let's see. 71C+. Yeah, so anything above a 50 is still good for our level. Let's just quickly see how those segments did again. Yeah, so basically the only really worrying segments were the Wiggly Worms and Helena's Hunks, that's not surprising. The Diamond in the Rough and Alex Shelley, which isn't too surprising. And the Samoa Joe with JB, because JB's kind of underperforming. If we get a developmental at some point, I might say, oh, Bob Sapp is going to MMA. We have Bob Sapp under contract. Oh no. How long is he going to be away for? I don't know, I guess we'll find out later. So is Kazunari Murakami and Dos Caras Jr. I'm going to assume that Bob Sapp is going to fight Alberto. I want to check the emails and decisions, but I'm not going to do that on camera in case there's something really bad. Probably Hogan causing rifts. More rifts with Steve Austin. Poor Steve Austin's really unhappy because Hogan's been a jerk to him. Let's check where that show stacks up in our top 100. Not that it'll be very high. Yeah, it's not even in the top 10. I'll quickly look for that tag team match because that did get a pretty decent rating. There we go. 18th best match. We're definitely heading in the right direction, folks. So that's good. Bob Sapp will be off for an MMA fight in 55 days. So we'll be back in a week with our next episode of Impact. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you can leave a like. If you want stuff the other stuff I do, if you want to see the other stuff I do, you can hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!